Hello there and welcome to today's tutorial in which I'll be showing you how to make these really cute Christmas decorations in the form of course of Gizmo and Stripe. So let's go get started. So I need to make a base basically to start, so I'm using my cookie cutter here and I'm going to use the kind of flowery shape like so, and it's a nice kind of bronze polymer clay I've got going on here. So I'll just pop that out and I'll just go around with my small ball tool here just to neaten off the edges. So I want to remove the centre, so I've got a smaller round cookie cutter here. So I'll just take out the centre and add in some red clay, and it's a really nice glittery clay, this one. So once they're in situ, I'll go over with my acrylic roller just to really try and coax those pieces together. And of course, as it's a decoration, I need to ensure that there's a couple of little holes in there. So moving on to Gizmo's face now, I've got just some dark brown polymer clay here and just need to ensure it's the right size before I move on. And I'll pop on some white polymer clay pieces, just one for the eye and one on the chin area. And with my needle tool I need to create a whole load of texture basically, so I'll just keep going. And I'm still going. And with my medium-sized ball tool, I'll create a couple of eye sockets. And incidentally, there are a list of the tools that I use pretty frequently down below in description, so you can go and check those out. So I'll just press down on some like beige clay here and add in some white eyeballs. Just give those a little wipe actually with my wet wipe before I add on some brown irises. Such a good film, Gremlins, isn't it? It's just such a classic. I've wanted to make Gizmo for such a long time, and actually this is the first time I've ever made him, so yeah, I was pretty excited to make this one. So I'll just pop on a mouthpiece like so, and this was the best kind of solution I came up with really. I did experiment for a little while. And pop on a little nose and pop in a couple of nostrils. And I think you need some eyelids basically just to really try and nail that likeness a bit more. So now I need to work on his ginormous ears, so I'll just create a couple of semicircles. And add in just a few nicks with my scalpel here. And neaten things off with my wet wipe. So now I need to just work on placement really, and I'm pretty happy with that, but I think I need to just add a little bit of clay behind Gizmo's head just so it attaches better. I'll pop on a little green hat like so, and some white polymer clay will finish things off nicely. And I'll create a bit of texture again with my medium-sized ball tool. So I like to have my Christmas decorations almost like fully loaded really, with lots of details. So I'm going to create a couple of candy canes. So I've got just some red, whites and green clay, and they are super easy to make if you haven't made them already. Just basically twist them like so. And just cut to size basically. How easy was that? So I'll attach those, but you can add all sorts of stuff actually. You know, feel free to really use your imagination here. You can use snowflakes, such as I'm doing here, or stars, or you know, anything Christmassy basically that's small enough to fit on. I'll just keep going with those. And I decided in the end just to finish off with some bronze detail onto the base or the backing. And there we go, Gizmo's all done. Now you may well have noticed that I gave Gizmo some snow and some candy canes, and what does that make? Gremlins! So I thought I'd make Stripe as well, and this one is a bit more experimental because there's just a bit more to making him really, so this is just a very basic guide basically if you wanted to make him too. So just adding in his mouth. And some teeny tiny teeth. And of course they're nice and beige, aren't they? I think making Stripe has made me want to watch Gremlins again actually, because it has been a few years, so I think it's going to be on the list certainly for this Christmas viewing. But let me know actually what other characters you'd like to see me make for Christmas themed tutorials this year. I'm always on the lookout for inspiration, and you know, there's just loads of stuff out there, isn't there? But I'd love to hear what your suggestions are, so let me know below. So I'm just continuing with his mouth here and just adding lots of texture basically. So now I can add on some cheek pieces like so, and just really try and blend those in. I think he's starting to resemble a little gremlin now. I'll just pop on a little nose, and again I'll pop on some kind of beige pieces for his eyes and press down on those. And this time I'm going to give him some red eyes. Just press those down and add on some little lengths of clay for his pupils. I just need to slightly rework his head shape here, so just going to press that down and pop on some little segments for his forehead. Just really putting me in mind of the Grinch here now. I bet he is for you too. I did make the Grinch Christmas decorations either last year or the year before, so they're added to a playlist that I'll leave below for you actually, because there's loads of other Christmas projects that you can undertake as well, so by all means go and check those out. So I just need to add a bit more texture with my needle tool here. There we go. And again, I'm going to go through the same process with his ears as I did with Gizmo, so just need to work out placements now. And a bit more detail to his face. And now I can work on his stripe of white hair, which obviously gives him his name. Just keep building that up. There we go, pretty happy with that. And again, you can add candy canes to your Christmas ornaments, but decided to go for something a little different on this one, so I'm going to make some holly. I'll just speed this up slightly. So there we go, that's pretty easy again, isn't it? So I'll just add those onto the piece, alongside some teeny tiny berries. And again, I've just gone for snowflakes and some bronze detail. So here they are, all done and ready to bake. And at this point you'll need to refer to your own brands of polymer clays baking instructions. So here they are out of the oven, and I need to basically just add some string so that they attach well to a Christmas tree. And that's Gizmo and Stripe all done. So hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like if you got this far, and I'll see you again soon.